empty project file. Here we are going to create a program, write a program. So let me write the name of program, addition of two array. Okay, so this is our program addition of two array, like ci equals to ai plus bi. So this is the actually this folder is everything is inbuilt here. Now let us write the program. So what is our program? We need to create array. Before creating array, let me define the maximum size. Okay, define max or size, whatever you want. Because we are not comfortable with more than 10 elements, so that's why I had written 10. You can write 100 also, fine. Now it's your turn to declare array variable c size. Okay, this is your size of array, then a size, and then you can write 10 also, there is no problem. C, A, and B. Yes. So this is our declaration for addition of two number. Now we require variable for loop. I had written in two different lines. There is no requirement, no such requirement to write in this manner. Now, how many elements? Okay. So here my question is, how many? Enter the size of array. Enter the size of array. Fine. So now I am going to scan this scanf %d address of n. So address of n is also required. Here I need to write n is one of the variable. So this will give you size. Now come to next step. Printf, or just go for I equals to 0. I is less than or equals to, no, less than is fine, and I plus plus. Now this for loop will ask the user for enter element. Okay, so let us copy this printf here, paste this, enter a %d. Okay, so this will prompt like you are entering first element, second element, likewise. So enter a %d. This is I. Then similarly, we also require b. So b I. Okay, and scanf. Two number of scanf is required. So first you will enter a I, and in second it is b I. Fine. Now scanning is done, and in parallel with the scanning we can also do another thing. Ci equals to ai plus bi. Okay, Now, one more for loop is required to display the summation array. So, for now this for and this I is different. Okay, I equals to 0, I is less than or equals to I is less than n, and again I plus plus. Now it will display summation of, or just printf dash n %d plus %d equals %d. Okay. Now here I am using the variable ai plus bi equals to ci. Okay. So any doubt till now writing of this program?
सर ये लास्ट में आपने ऐसे क्यों लिखा है ai plus bi equals ci?
हाँ यस, ये लिखना नहीं है मुझे, यहाँ पर कॉमा लगाना है।
सर
हाँ
एक नया स्टूडेंट आ नहीं पा रहा सर, उसका आप ईमेल आईडी ऐड कर देंगे टीम्स में?
हाँ बताओ उसका नाम क्या है?
सर आयुष 7@astrotamity.edu।
एक सेकंड बस मैं ये स्क्रीन ओपन करूं टीम्स वाली। टीम ए सेक्शन ऐड मेंबर डबल ए सिंगल ए?
सर सिंगल है।
आयुष
7।
आयुष 7 ओनली ना?
यस सर।
he is added now.
Thank you sir.
Okay, fine. So now one more printer.
Excuse me sir.
हाँ
सर अपन जो ये प्रिंटअप वाली लाइन लिख रहे हैं सर 13 में,
हाँ
तो सर इसमें आप i प्रिंट करा रहे हो सर, i की वैल्यू तो फिक्स हो गई ना, i इक्वल टू 0 सर।
लाइन नंबर
13 सर। हाँ सर।
ये भैया डिस्प्ले करेगा, आपको बता दूं मैं। एंटर, सपोज लूप नंबर 0 है ना, और सपोज i is given as, suppose I is equals to 2, then it will display तो इससे यूजर को पता रहेगा कि कौन सा एलिमेंट एंटर करना। क्लियर? यस सर?
नहीं सर i की वैल्यू तो अपने 0 फिक्स हो गई ना सर इसमें।
अरे मेरे भाई एंटर क्या करवाना है, A2 करवाना है या नहीं? यस सर नो?
यस सर।
A0 A1 A2 करवाना है कि नहीं करवाना है? यही करवाना है ना?
हाँ सर।
तो मैं ये यहाँ से एंटर थोड़ी करवाता हूँ, मैं केवल यहाँ डिस्प्ले करवा रहा हूँ कि आपको क्या एंटर करवाना है। क्लियर?
यस सर।
मेरे ख्याल से अभी क्लियर नहीं हुआ है, देखो मैं अभी इसको डिबग करके दिखा देता हूँ, समझ में आ जाएगा। और के पहले कहां पर, यहाँ पर सेमीकोलन नहीं लगा। ये हो गया एंटर साइज ऑफ अरे, मैंने लिखा 4। नाउ इट इज आस्किंग द सेम थिंग, suppose I equals to 2, then enter A2. It is asking, but what it is scanning? It is scanning address of AI, means it is scanning for the value of A. Okay, it is scanning for value of A2. Fine. So likewise, because to display the user which element I am going to enter, that's why suppose I had entered 45, then 34, Now it is asking for 1, then so it is very clear, na? Clear cut that what element you are going to enter in that particular array or not, and it will give you the sum very easily. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now let us check by debug also. What steps are executed by this? Now,
सर जो 13 और 15 प्रिंट स्लैश एन लगा तो ज्यादा सही रहेगा.
13th line.
तो 13th और 15 दोनों में.
13th and 15th में, because we are going to enter the value and we are pressing enter key. That's why it is automatically coming in next line. Okay, so
Okay,
next
sir.
line is not, new line is not required. In this particular case, suppose this is our problem, and here you can see the watches also. And I think this screen is not visible to you, whatever we are going to execute. So I'm showing you the whole screen. Okay. So this is the screen. Here you can see after running this debugging information. So what is going on? Watches is 0. There is nothing to watch. Now I had entered 4. Fine. So in this watch, 4 is not entered. Why? Okay. So now go to next step. I had entered 56, 67, 5. So in this debugging window, oh, breakpoint is not given here. So let me add some breakpoints. So many breakpoints I had added. Now 0. So it will start debugging now. So initially you can see that the size of array is 0 to 9. Another size of array is 0 to 9, and size of B array is 0 to 9, and they show some garbage value at particular places, and initial value of I is 0 and is also 0. Now let us execute line by line. So what is our next step? I think this is the next step. This is cursor. Fine. Now it is asking for enter size of array. I had entered 4. Okay. Yes. 4. So is there any change? Actually, size of array is not entered. Oh, yes. Next step I need to press, then enter. So here you can see that the size of array is 4. Now come to next step once again. So cursor is here, nothing will be executed. Next line, the cursor will ask the next thing. It will display the output. Now it is fetching. As soon as I am pressing on this, it will pressing something. Now 44 is entered. I had pressed so many times 4. So that's why it has taken 44. Now come to next line. It is asking for next thing. And now 56 will be entered here. 45 will be entered here. Now next line will be coming. Okay, 56 is. So here you can see that A and B. A in A0 is 44 and in B0 this is 45. This is our current execution. Now come to next line. So next line is or is deleted or not? Scanf. Okay. So again come to next line, then come to next line, and then come to this line, and it is asking for some value. Then press this. Here I had pasted 44 once again 456. Okay. Now press enter. Then it is entered, means the scanf is executed. And how do you see the scanf is executed? So just see in A, whenever scanf is executed, this particular line will be red. So this is executed. Now come to next line. Okay, next line is B, and next line, then press enter. Press enter, then come to next line, then come to next line. So this is the sequence how your program is running. Now see the control. For loop is exited now. Okay, we are running inside the for loop now. We are exit. This loop is exit from now. This line will be printed result of this, and from new line. This must be /n actually. Okay. Now come to next line. Next line is again for loop will start execution, and then first execution. Okay, first for loop execution, then come to next for loop execution. So here you can see that cursor is, and now it will come to return 0, and finally as soon as I press this, it will exit from debug and all the variables will be cleared now. So are you able to understand how do we perform the programming?
Yes, sir.
Now everything is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this
Thank
is
you, sir.
addition. Okay. This is the program for addition of two number. Okay. Let us now come to array of character. How do we write array of character? Character arrays, like this is one string. First is really a static array of character. Character array can be initialized using string literals like character, and here you can put any name. And if you are initializing, then there is no effect of this writing. It will automatically determine the size of array. Then last character, as soon as this will end, automatically this will become, if you are bifurcating this, so this is equivalent to this. First is written like this, and the last character is /null. It is by default. Okay, then only you'll be able to understand that this is one string. It can access individual characters also using this. Suppose I am writing string 3. So this is 0, 1, 2, and 3. So this string 3 will display S. Okay, so here you can see the impact of this. Array name is address of array. Array name is address of array means if you are simply typing string 1, then it will display address. Fine. Similarly, address of string 1 0 will also display the same address. Okay. Read characters until white space encountered. So this is for white space or null character. Can write beyond end of the array. So be careful. So this is one example. Here we have entered several things, and you can see this character name is declared as size 5 array. So here size is 5. Enter your name. I had entered the name first time. So this will automatically, actually it is taking, this loop will run for 10 times. Okay. So this loop will run for 10 times. So I had written certain things, and now it will printing the characters. So here I had entered this name, then this name, and finally due to this /n. Okay. So now due to this /n, it will display first name correctly. And second, because of one white space character is there. So that's why because of this enter character is there, this is displayed like this. Now come to next program, enter your name. So I had written this name, so it will display the name correctly. Now I had entered this name, fine. So including blank space also, it will automatically pick, and here white space encountered. Fine. So due to this, only this much will be printed here. Now, if I use double quote also, so it will start from double quote and then it will print only 5 characters. So 1 character is also printed here. So this line is written. What line is written? Can write beyond end of array. So be careful. So this is also written. Okay. So you must be careful about this. Then come to this program. This is very simple program to treating character array as a string. If you want to access individual element, then you need to write %c. And if you want to whole string, then you need to write %s. Okay, %s is for string. So initially this program will start from string 20. So it will create this string 20 will string 1 will create string 1. Okay, this space is not very good. So let me create above this. String 1. This is our string 1. Okay. So it will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 19. Now come to string 2. String 2 determines the size automatically. String literal. And this is written in program, inside program. Okay. So automatically this white space will be considered as character. So what is the size of this? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So the size of this is 13, and one blank space or a /0 will be encountered here. Now come to next. printf enter any string. If I am entering anything, so what I had entered here, hello there. Okay, so hello there will be written. This is the output of program. So here I am writing HELLO followed by space. Okay, so this will not read. After that, nothing will be readed. Fine, read. Then here, this will accept this string, and after that, because of white space will be encountered, so it is able to read this much only, and that's why it will print hello only. Okay, now come to string literal, because it is given here and it is stored like this, so this will print this. And finally, next thing is string one with spaces between character. Now if you want to put one extra space, so just run the for loop, okay, until the string I is not equals to 0/0. So this is our /0, and here also /0 will be encountered. So let me put one /0 so that you will be able to understand where it is entering /0. Despite of whatever written here after this character, okay, so here /0 will be given. Now the for loop will run until this string I encounters /0, and this space is given. %c string I. So this execution is like this. For loop will run from I to where is 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, because fifth one is the /n. Okay, /0. Now it will print first thing is string 1i. String 1i, this is the value of I. Now string 1i is what? H. Okay, it is in small letter or capital letter? Capital letter. So H will be printed, then space, then 1. Okay, so E space L space, why space is coming? Due to this. Again L space, and then O space and /0. Here it will be stop. Okay. Sorry. So any doubt in this program? Now come to next program. This is a program for finding maximum and minimum. Fine. So sorry, I will explain in different screen. So this is our raw program. Fine, raw program. Here different arrays, only one array is declared, and you need to sort the element. No, you need to find the maximum and minimum of element. So this will declare one array. Okay, due to this, what happened? This will be created 0, 1, 2, 3, up to 99. Why? Because the size is written as this. Then come to next step. Next step is it will declare I, then mx and mn. Okay, mx and mn. Let us write above this so that it is very easy to understand what is I. So this is our I, mx to store maximum, mn to store minimum, and the n. All are integer kind of value. This array is also integer. Now this is our screen. So this is our screen. It is asking the user. What is asking the user? Input number of elements to be stored in the array. So this is our first line, and then colon will be there. Now cursor will move here only because /n is not given. So suppose I had written 4. Okay, I am writing 4 because I had created the array, a clear array for only 4 elements. Now enter this. After this, this will scan and the value is stored at, this value will be stored at 4. This here. Now 4 is stored here. Again, one more printf. This is executed. This is executed. Now we are here. Now it will be executed. Input %d. What is the value of %d? N. Input 4 elements in the array. Now this is also executed. Now for loop will start executing. So for loop, this is hidden portion or not required hidden portion also. This will automatically loop for element minus %d. Okay, element and element, because I had entered 4. So it will automatically run for 4 times. Now this will hyphenize the thing, and then it will ask for %d, %d I. So initial value of I is 0, 1, 2, and 3. Now for 0th loop of I, what it will accept, what it will accepting, what it will be, it will scanning. It will scan array 1, element for array 1. So now array 0. Okay. Now it will scanning array 0. ARR 1, 0 equals to. So I had, sorry. These all are hidden element. I am writing hidden element also. It will not display. Fine. Then ARR 1, 2. Then ARR 1, 3. Now, what is entered here? What value will be entered here? So suppose I had put 87. Now 87 will be stored at this place. Suppose 19. So 19 will be stored at this place. Then 67. 67 will be stored at this place. And 46. So 46 will be stored at this place. Here, what is the value? Mx. What is the value of Mx? Now, value of Mx due to this line, okay, and this line. What is the initial value of this? It is 87 and 87. Initial value. Fine. Now come to another for loop. So let us see the execution of this for loop. There are two different for loops. Okay. So for loop number 1, for loop number 1, and for loop number 2. And above this, one more for loop is given, for loop number 0, top for loop. So this is our top for loop. Actually, this is not for loop. This is if. So better to erase this. Why we have written to if? Because sorry, to check if array 1I is greater than max, and if array 1I is less than max. Okay. So if this condition is there, then only max equals to ARR1I or min equals to ARR1I. Okay, so these are the two conditions. Let us now execute first element. For loop number 1. Why it is started from for loop 1? Because the same element cannot be compared. You are not going to compare 0th element with 0th element. That's why. Okay. Now, what is written here? First thing is, what is written here? So this is our loop number 1, ARR1. What is the value of ARR1? That is 19. 19 is greater than 87. Current value of max is 87. Okay. So this condition is false or true?
False.
False.
This is false and this is true here. Okay. If condition is true, then what is the value of Mn? 19. And here Mx is still 87. Okay. Now come to loop number 2. Second, if this condition is also executed, now come to condition number 2. Loop number 2. So here, what is the value of array 1? Array 1 is array 1 2 is 67. So whether 67 is greater than 87 and whether array 2 again. Okay, so 67 is less than 19. Both the conditions are false. Sorry. Yes or no? So again Mx will be 87 and Mn will be 19. Now come to loop number 3. So what is the value? 46. 46 is greater than 87. False. So Mx equals to 87. And here 46 is less than 19. So this is also false. So Mx equals to Mn equals to Mn equals to 19. Now, whether next loop will execute. So this is up to 4. Okay, less than 4. So already execute. If 4 is coming, exit 4. So what is the final value? Now, the final values are Mx equals to 87 and this equals to 19. So now the final value will be stored. Okay. Now the final value will be stored as 87 and 19. Blue is initial value and red is final value. Okay. So this is final value. Now this will execute it. So what will be printed here? Maximum element is colon %d mx. So this is 87 and then new line, automatically new line. Minimum element sorry, minimum element is 19. It is taken from here. So this is the program. I think you have no doubt related with this program. Fine. So there are two versions of this program. Okay. Now come to next program. This is the next program. Write a program in C to separate odd and even numbers in separate arrays. Okay. Just see this program and try to understand. If you are not able to understand, then ask or I will explain next. Fine. Just try to see this program. Any doubt in execution of this program? see what happened. If you are executing the third line, printf line here, so this will be printed, input the number of elements to be stored in array. So I had entered 5, okay. In a previous day, I had entered 5. So this 5 is entered by me. Now this 5 will be stored at which location? N, okay. So N is written here. So this 5 is stored at this location. Now come to actually array 10, array 1, array 2 and array 3. These are created for how many elements? For 10 elements, okay. For 10 elements, actually the last one is 9 and this is also 9 and this is also 9. So this will be created. Let me write in some other color. I'm not able to erase this. So up to 9 it will be created. Now next line is there. Printf input %d elements. So input 5 elements. Okay. Input 5 elements in the array. Now it will start accepting the element. So where it is accepting the element, it will be accepting the elements in array 1. So here you can see the reflection at array 1, 32, 19, 88, 0 and 2. 32, 19, 88, 0 and 2 will be entered by this initially. Now after execution of this, we are here. So it is checking whether the content is even number or odd number. So it is checking 32 mod 2 is 0. Yes. So this is even number. So it will store that even number array. Okay. So we have two more values k and j. So this will increment the j++ and k++. Both j and k is at 0. Both j and k is at 0. In right hand side you can see. And now it will execute for this loop. So here this will go for this condition. This will go for this condition. This will go for again this condition. All even numbers are going for this conditions. Okay. And all odd number is maintaining this particular condition. And finally it will segregate it to different arrays. And now for loop will print all the arrays. Like the even elements are 32, 88, 0 and 2 and the odd elements are 19. If you have any problem, still you have any problem, then I will explain once again. So any doubt? Yes. So let me end today's session now. And some question is there. Amarjit Singh, this is bad practice. You are always sending me one image. I'm not able to tell you the exact answer now. If you want to solve for right.
नहीं सर ये क्लियर हो गया सर क्वेश्चन.
क्लियर हो गया ना?
यस सर.
हमेशा टेक्स्ट में आपको डालना है ना?
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर.
Okay. So thank you very much for today's session. We will discuss all the remaining portion in tomorrow's session. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Have a nice time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.